Assalamu alaikum. This is Shahana Wahid, and today we will learn how to record the blood pressure of an individual. Before starting the techniques to measure the blood pressure, we must learn certain things regarding the blood pressure. In this lecture, basically we will cover three aspects. What are these? First of all, we will learn what is blood pressure and certain informations which are related to the blood pressure. After the complete understanding of the blood pressure, we will learn clinical significance to determine the blood pressure, and thirdly, we will learn methods how to determine the blood pressure. What is blood pressure? Blood pressure is basically a pressure it is a pressure that is a force which is exerted against the wall of the arteries as the heart pumps blood throughout the blood vessels. Shortly, we can say that it is the pressure that is exerted by the blood on the vessel's wall, and basically it is happen in the body against any unit area of the arterial wall. It is basically expressed in millimeters of mercury, that is mm of Hg. If we want to determine the blood pressure, we should know the cardiac output and we should know the peripheral vascular resistance. What is cardiac output? If we talk about the normal blood pressure, we have certain values, and we will learn कि ये values क्या होती हैं. Usually the normal blood pressure is come under the 140/90, while elevated blood pressure is considered as when the blood pressure range is above 140/90. What is cardiac output? Cardiac output is the amount of blood pumped by the heart in a minute. Cardiac output is the amount of blood pumped by the left ventricle into the aorta in each minute. An increase in the cardiac output is basically responsible for the increase in the blood pressure. The factors on which it is dependent are the heart rate, contractility of the heart, preload and afterload of the heart, and it basically depends upon the physiological condition of the heart, either it is healthy or not. So this is the picture which shows that if there is an increase in heart rate, it will increase the stroke volume and it will increase the blood pressure. Another important thing on which the blood pressure is dependent is the peripheral vascular resistance. Peripheral vascular resistance is basically a resistance just like a friction that is encountered by the blood. When the blood is passing through the small vessels, especially arterioles or capillaries, then the blood will encounter a special type of resistance. This resistance is called as the peripheral vascular resistance. An increase in the peripheral vascular resistance is also responsible for the increment in the blood pressure. It means we can say that blood pressure is basically dependent upon two main factors, which are one is the cardiac output and another is the peripheral vascular resistance. Peripheral vascular resistance is usually high in the condition in which there is increased intake of the cholesterol, or there will be the deposition of the plaque in the arteries or arteriole. In such condition, there is more resistance towards the blood and it will lead to the high blood pressure. You can observe in this figure that in a normal healthy artery, there is a normal peripheral vascular resistance of blood to flow in the artery. However, if there is a deposition of a plaque in an artery, it will lead to the increased peripheral vascular resistance, and in which ultimately increases the blood pressure. What are the normal values of the blood pressure? The blood pressure limit has been revised, and now the most updated one is showing the values which are mentioned in this table. This guideline recommended that hypertension may be diagnosed when the person's systolic blood pressure is more than 140 millimeter of Hg and its diastolic blood pressure is more than or equal to 90 millimeter of Hg following repeated examinations. यानी हम अगर बार बार चेक करें तो जो ब्लड प्रेशर है बीपी है वो 140/90 से हाई आएगा. एंड इट मेनली डिपेंड अपॉन दी को एग्जिस्टिंग कंडीशन. अगर कोई और रिस्क फैक्टर नहीं है देन दीज विल बी द नॉर्मल लिमिट्स एंड देयर विल बी अ ग्रेड 1 एंड ग्रेड 2 टाइप्स ऑफ हाइपरटेंशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एलिवेशन इन दी प्रेशर ब्लड प्रेशर of an individual. However, if there are more risk factors like diabetes mellitus, like cardiovascular disorders or obesity, then the values will be changed, and 130/139 value will also consider as a high value. What is systolic blood pressure? Systolic blood pressure is defined as the maximum blood pressure which is present in an arteries. It is a maximum blood pressure of a blood in an artery during the systole. Systole के अंदर जब एक हार्ट जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा होगा, at that time the blood pressure measure is the maximum blood pressure, and this maximum blood pressure is called as the systolic blood pressure. What is systole? Systole is basically a part of the cardiac cycle during which the heart muscle contracts completely, ensuring it is squeezing after the refilling of the blood. It is basically a condition similar to the squeezing condition. It is a period of contraction of the ventricles of the heart that occurs between the first and second heart sound of the cardiac cycle. यानी हम जब साउंड सुनेंगे हार्ट साइकिल की, कॉफ साउंड जो हम सुनेंगे उसमें जो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड हार्ट साउंड है, दे आर बेसिकली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द इंडिकेशन ऑफ द सिस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर. Systole basically causes the ejection of the blood into the aorta and pulmonary trunk. This blood pressure is actually very high, and it is mainly contributed by the force of the heartbeat and the normal blood volume and the cardiac output, and its normal range is about 90 to 140 millimeter of Hg. Then we have diastolic blood pressure, which is defined as the minimum pressure that is obtained at the end of the ventricular diastole. You can say that it is the minimum pressure that is exerted by the blood on the walls of the blood vessel during the diastole of the heart. What is the diastole? Diastole is a step of a cardiac cycle just after the systole. It is basically a relaxing phase in which there is a filling of a heart. In late ventricle diastole, the arterial chambers are contract and they push down the blood to the larger lower ventricle chambers, and when normal flow is completed, the ventricles are filled due to the diastole. This cardiac cycle is basically under the contraction of the cardiac muscles, which is in response of an electrochemical stimulus to the heart cells. Then we have pulse pressure, and it is basically a difference between the systolic and diastolic pressure, and normally its range lies in between of 40 millimeter of the Hg. Then we have mean arterial blood pressure, and mean arterial blood pressure is basically equal to the diastolic blood pressure along with the addition of 1/3 of the pulse pressure. Why we are taking the mean arterial blood pressure as the normal systolic blood pressure is not indicative of the complete picture of the blood pressure, as the duration of the systole is of only 0.3 second duration as compared to the diastole, which is more in duration as compared to systole. तो systole के अंदर जो है उसका duration कम है, which is 0.3 second, and diastole is 0.5 second. So, to get the accurate result, sometimes mean arterial pressure is calculated by the value of the diastolic blood pressure. There are certain physiological variations in blood pressure, and these variations basically depend upon the age of a person, the sex of the person, and the body build and obesity, certain emotions, exercise, gravity, etc. If we talk about the age of a person at birth, the blood pressure is very low, which is about 50/30, and after that, when the person life is progressed, then the pressure is increasing day by day. And at old age, the pressure is further increasing up to 170/90%. So usually geriatric persons have more blood pressure as compared to the older ones. So geriatric की जो limits हैं वो already extend है, and जो normal blood pressure है geriatrics में वो 150 से above होगा, तो जो है वो blood pressure जो है वो hypertension consider होगा. Similarly, males have higher blood pressure as compared to the female before the menopause. That is due to the presence of the testosterone, and which is helpful for the formation of more blood. And when there is more blood, there will be more cardiac output, and when there is more cardiac output, then there will be more blood pressure. Then on the basis of emotion and exercise, they will also stimulate the autonomic nervous system. After the autonomic nervous system, fight and flight response is activated, and ultimately it increases the blood pressure. In sleep, the normal tone of the body is decreasing. Then in sleep, there is a decrease in the blood pressure. The other part of this presentation is the clinical significance to measure the blood pressure, and we will discuss in the second video. Thank you for watching.